this night is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sinking, your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Cold skin, drag my feet on the tile as I'm walking down the corridor. And I know we haven't talked in a while, so I'm looking for an open door. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me in a waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. And I can't stop myself from falling down. 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 Could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Well, my manager rang and said, I hate to break the news, but the label called today, they said they have to cut you loose. I felt broken like a vase that had fallen from the roof, tears rolling down my face. Lord, what am I to do? I felt pain in my life so far, a fractured wrist and a broken heart. But this is sure to leave a nasty scar, one that might not heal. So I said, this is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. And I don't know how I'll survive. It's the worst day of my life. I'll admit it's a struggle, finding light in the tunnel. This is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. Well, I gave up my degree and I moved away from home. I was following a dream, now there's nowhere I can go. So I called up my mom and I was bawling on the phone. I was acting like a child, but I was all the way grown. I felt pain in my life so far, a fractured wrist and a broken heart. But this is sure to leave a nasty scar, one that might not heal. So I said, this is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. And I don't know how I'll survive. It's the worst day of my life. I'll admit it's a struggle, finding light in the tunnel. This is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. So I thought to myself that now it's time to choose. I can pick myself up or I can give into the blues. So I swore in my heart that I was never gonna lose. I would crawl until I made it, cause I've got something to prove. I felt pain in my life so far, a fractured wrist and a broken heart. But this is sure to leave a nasty scar, one that might not heal. So I said, this is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. And I don't know how I'll survive. It's the worst day of my life. I'll admit it's a struggle, finding light in the tunnel. This is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. Somebody's been going through my things. Keys are on the kitchen table, usually keep them in my nightstand. Maybe I've just had too much to drink. Lately I feel so unstable. All my friends say you're alright, man. Closing the doors, checking the locks, look out the window. Lie on the floor, calling the cops when I hear the wind blow. When they kicked open the door, I was hiding, and I came out with my hands in the air. I said, officer, someone's inside. And when he turned on the light, it was just me standing there in the mirror. Guess I'm a stranger to myself. Guess I'm a stranger to myself. Lonely conversations, trying to get to know the face that's staring back at me. He almost feels familiar. And just when I thought I knew him, he disappeared from view. And I'm afraid that I might be here with a killer. Closing the doors, checking the locks, look out the window. Lie on the floor, calling the cops when I hear the wind blow. When they kicked open the door, I was hiding, and I came out with my hands in the air. I said, officer, someone's inside. And when he turned on the light, it was just me standing there in the mirror. Guess I'm a stranger to myself. Guess I'm a stranger to myself. I know this is coming to an end, aware of all the pain that will ensue. And when it leaves a hole inside my chest, I'm not sure how I'll cover up the wound. My body's filled with my regret and sorrow. Gloomy symphonies fill my head. Tonight I think I'll write the saddest song, to cleanse me of your memory and mend me when you're gone. I can feel we're barely holding on, so tonight I think I'll write the saddest song. And maybe when I play it in my room, I won't feel so empty when I'm thinking about you. I can feel we're barely holding on, so tonight I think I'll write the saddest song. Maybe you'll be on your way to work and hear it when you're driving down the street. And maybe then you'll wanna make things work and tell me that you never wanna leave. My body's filled with my regret and sorrow. Gloomy symphonies fill my head. Tonight I think I'll write the saddest song, to cleanse me of your memory and mend me when you're gone. I can feel we're barely holding on, so tonight I think I'll write the saddest song. And maybe when I play it in my room, I won't feel so empty when I'm thinking about you. I know that we're barely holding on, so tonight I think I'll write the saddest song. I had a friend I knew in the 9th grade, and he didn't come to class one day 'cause they found something inside his brain, so they sent him home. So I went to see him after school. I said, is there something I can do that might make you feel more comfortable? And he told me no. He said, I'm happy that you made it. Please don't treat me like you're a patient. I don't need more medication. The only way I know that I'm alive is 'cause it hurts. So anything that takes away my pain will make it worse. 'Cause if I'm numb, I might as well be underneath the dirt. The only way I know that I'm alive is 'cause it hurts. Is 'cause it hurts. And I won't forget the things he said every time I start to feel depressed. To be grateful that I still have breath down inside my lungs. 'Cause without the darkness there's no light, and without the pain there'd be no life. So even when it hurts inside, I won't try to run. I'll be happy that I made it. I'll be open, I'll embrace it. I won't take no medication. The only way I know that I'm alive is 'cause it hurts. So anything that takes away my pain will make it worse. 'Cause if I'm numb, I might as well be underneath the dirt. The only way I know that I'm alive is 'cause it hurts. Is 'cause it hurts. The only way I know that I'm alive is 'cause it hurts. So anything that takes away my pain will make it worse. 'Cause if I'm numb, I might as well be underneath the dirt. The only way I know that I'm alive is 'cause it hurts. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na-na. It's 'cause it hurts. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, it's 'cause it hurts. Dun-da-da, dun-da-da, dun-da-da-da. It's 'cause it hurts. Well, I was walking through some shops at the mall. A cool Versace watch was hanging up on the wall. And no, I didn't have the money to borrow, so I thought about taking it. I saw this movie playing up in my head. I walk outside and jack a Mercedes Benz, go driving down the 5, and even though it's pretend, maybe I'm a maniac. If it were illegal to have evil in the mind, and they cut me open, wonder would they be surprised? Or are there other people that are equally inclined to think about the heinous things I think about? Is it only me? Is it unnatural to have these thoughts sometimes? Am I alone? Am I some type of criminal? Or if they could read my mind, or they lock me up for life, lock me up for life. Oh, they lock me up for life, lock me up for life. The things I wouldn't even say to my shrink, 'cause I'm ashamed of what the doctor would think. Like when I felt alone and hated my life, so I thought about taking it. I saw this movie playing up in my head. Next to my casket were some family and friends. And even though I know that's not how it ends, there was no shaking it. If they forced a needle through a cortex in my brain, wonder would they think that maybe I had gone insane? Or are there other people that are equally deranged and think about the heinous things I think about? Is it only me? Is it unnatural to have these thoughts sometimes? Am I alone? Am I some type of criminal? Or if they could read my mind, would they lock me up for life, lock me up for life? Or would they lock me up for life, lock me up for life? Tell my mother that I love her, I'm not coming home from jail. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And tell my father not to bother, waste $1 still I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is it only me? Is it unnatural to have these thoughts sometimes? Am I some type of criminal? Or if they could read my mind, would they lock me up for life? Lock me up for life? Or would they lock me up for life? Lock me up for life? I heard glass shatter on the wall in the apartment above mine. At first I thought that I was dreaming, but then I heard the voice of a girl and it sounded like she'd been crying. Now I'm too worried to be sleeping, so I took the elevator to the second floor, walked down the hall and then I knocked upon her door. She opened up and I asked about the things I've been hearing. She said, I think your ears are playing tricks on you. Sweater zipped up to her chin. Thanks for caring, sir, that's nice of you, but I have to go back in. Wish I could tell you about the noise, but I didn't hear a thing. She said it must have been the wind, must have been the wind, must have been the wind, it must have been the wind. She said it must have been the wind, must have been the wind, must have been the wind, it must have been the wind. So I was laying on the floor in my room, cold concrete on my back. No, I just couldn't shake the feeling. I didn't wanna intrude cause I knew that I didn't have all the facts, but I couldn't bear the thought of leaving her. So I took the elevator to the second floor, walked down the hall and then I knocked upon her door. She opened up and I asked about the things I've been hearing. She said, I think your ears are playing tricks on you. Sweater zipped up to her chin. Thanks for caring, sir, that's nice of you, but I have to go back in. Wish I could tell you about the noise, but I didn't hear a thing. She said it must have been the wind, must have been the wind, must have been the wind, it must have been the wind. She said it must have been the wind, must have been the wind, must have been the wind, it must have been the wind. Aim my boombox at the roof and play lean on me, just so that she knows that she can lean on me. And when she hears the words, I hope she knows she'll be okay. Aim my boombox at the roof and play lean on me, just so that she knows that she can lean on me. And when she hears the words, I know exactly what I'll say. Promise I'm not playing tricks on you. You're always welcome to come in. You could stay here for an hour or two if you ever need a friend. We can talk about the noise when you're ready, but till then I'll say it must have been the wind, must have been the wind, must have been the wind, it must have been the wind. I'll say it must have been the wind, must have been the wind, must have been the wind, it must have been the wind. I'm not prepared for the future. So many things that I just don't know. I cut my hair, bought a new shirt, new pair of shoes, and it's time to go. I finally found an apartment, signed a lease on a car this month. I can't go back to the start now, time doesn't slow down. I'm on my own. Guess my childhood is over now. I'm taking down my posters and I'm putting all my things inside a box next to a toaster. That's my closest thing to closure. I can't stop this roller coaster. I'm not ready to get older, I'm not ready to get older. Guess my childhood is over now. I'm taking down my posters and I'm telling all my friends we'll get together next October. That's my closest thing to closure. I can't stop this roller coaster. I'm not ready to get older, I'm not ready to get older. Never thought I'd be 20. Now 30 don't seem so far away. I know I gotta make a little money, then maybe find somebody to call my own. I'm not ready, but I can't go back in time. I know it's it's all out of my control. Now I know. Guess my childhood is over now. I'm taking down my posters and I'm putting all my things inside a box next to a toaster. That's my closest thing to closure. I can't stop this roller coaster. I'm not ready to get older. I'm not ready to get older. Guess my childhood is over now. I'm taking down my posters and I'm telling all my friends we'll get together next October. That's my closest thing to closure. I can't stop this roller coaster. I'm not ready to get older. I'm not ready to get older. Guess my childhood is over. One day I'll be buying posters for my kids just like my parents did for me. It's never over. They'll grow up and soon enough they'll wish the time would just move slower. I'm not ready to get older. I'm not ready to get older. Guess my childhood is over now. I'm taking down my posters and I'm putting all my things inside a box next to a toaster. That's my closest thing to closure. I can't stop this roller coaster. I'm not ready to get older. I'm not ready to get older. Guess my childhood is over now. I'm taking down my posters and I'm telling all my friends we'll get together next October. That's my closest thing to closure. I can't stop this roller coaster. I'm not ready to get older. I'm not ready to get older. Sorry that I did this. The blood is on my hands. I stare at my reflection. I don't know who I am. Practice my confession. In case I take the stand, I'll say I learned my lesson. I'll be a better man. I'm packing up my things and I'm wiping down the walls. I'm rinsing off my clothes and I'm walking through the halls. I did it all for her, so I felt nothing at all. I don't know what she'll say, so I'll ask her when she calls. Would you love me more? Would you love me more? If I killed someone for you, would you hold my hands? Would you hold my hands? They're the same ones that I used when I killed someone for you. Would you turn me in? Would you turn me in? When I say I'm on the loose, would you hide me when, would you hide me when my face is on the news? 'Cause I killed someone for you. I hear the sirens coming, I see the flashing lights. I'm driving through the suburbs, wearing my disguise. I show up at her doorstep to look her in the eyes. I tell her that it's me, but she doesn't recognize. Can't you see I'm running? Said I need a place to hide. I've gotta ask you something, could you please let me inside? Just let me explain, no I wouldn't tell you lies. I know you'll understand if you let me stay the night. Would you love me more? Would you love me more? If I killed someone for you, would you hold my hands? Would you hold my hands? They're the same ones that I used when I killed someone for you. Would you turn me in? Would you turn me in? When I say I'm on the loose, would you hide me when, would you hide me when my face is on the news? 'Cause I killed someone for you. To understand that the one I killed is me, changing what I was for what you wanted me to be. I followed your direction, did everything you asked. I hope it makes you happy, 'cause there's just no turning back. Would you love me more? Would you love me more? If I killed someone for you, would you hold my hands? Would you hold my hands? They're the same ones that I used when I killed someone for you. She was soft, she was kind, she was warm, and she was mine. And now she's getting married, now she's getting married. And I'm not the one she'll kiss goodnight. We were young, I'll admit, but I thought that this was it. And now she's getting married, all my hope is buried. And I wonder if she ever thinks of ice cream in the park, dancing in the dark, and holding like she'd never let me go. She'll dress up, wearing white, while I wait for a wife. And now she's getting carried from the sanctuary, and they're driving down the streets where we once held each other's hands, talked about our plans, and dreamed about the places we would go. Do you ever think, do you ever think, do you ever think of me? Do you ever dream, do you ever dream that we were meant to be? Do you ever think, do you ever think, do you ever think of me? Do you ever dream, do you ever dream that we were meant to be? So if I had the chance, I would ask for one last dance. And though we're not together, I'll love her forever, even when I'm buried. Now she's getting married.